I'm going to read an action scene from my novel for young readers called Zinnia and the Bees, and I will briefly set it up before I do that. So Zinnia is having a terrible last day of 7th grade, and one terrible thing that happened is that her older brother and best friend Adam has mysteriously left. So Zinnia goes to get ice cream, of course. For one, she thinks Adam might be at the ice cream shop, and for two, she wants to get revenge on her mom, Dr. Flossdrop, who she blames for Adam leaving, and Dr. Flossdrop is a dentist who doesn't like ice cream. Zinnia's too upset to eat the ice cream, she's sad, she's crying, ice cream gets in her hair. Then she hears a crash, and that crash is important because it is a truck crashing, and no one is hurt, but on that truck there are bees, industrial bees, who go around pollinating food for humans, and bees who have yearned for freedom, and this is their chance. So I'm reading from page 35. I stand up and ice cream dribbles from my hair onto my collar, turning my charcoal gray t-shirt slightly wet and minty green. I throw out the ice cream cone and cup, leaving the drippy goop all over the table, and silently ask Dr. Flossdrop and anyone who works at Scoops for forgiveness for not cleaning up. Heading in the general direction of home, I pass the sneaker store and art supply store, but the smoke from the accident gets my attention. Some of it is definitely smoke, poofing up and dissipating into the air, but some of it's moving more like a cloud, a rippling, blurry cloud. It looks like a cloud of bees rising up from one of the boxes on the truck. I stand there staring, wondering what bees are doing in a box on a truck in the first place. Then I feel a small gust of air as something flies past my face. It's a bee. I don't know if it's a regular bee or an escapee from the smoky truck, but either way, I'm out of here. I'm not allergic to or super afraid of bees, but the fact is, they're no one's favorite animal for a reason. I shake out my ice creamy hair and keep going. There are plenty of people around to help with that accident, adult people, and I am definitely not my come to the rescue mom. But as I glance back, there's that bee again. It's making its way toward me like it's delirious, mostly going in a straight line, but veering around a little too, like maybe the wind is blowing it, lollygagging the way bees do. But still, lollygagging in my direction. I keep walking, faster now, but when I glance back again just to see what's going on, that bee is closer behind me. Or maybe it's a different bee? They all look the same. Wait a minute, all of a sudden it's not just one bee anymore. It's a few bees, then a handful, then a whole bunch. Before I know it, it's a whole swarm of bees. My eyeballs are overwhelmed with too many bees to even count. What was an undulating gray cloud over the truck is now an undulating gray cloud above the sidewalk, and it's headed straight for me. I walk as fast as I possibly can, trying not to bring attention to myself, but the bees speed up too. This is pretty weird. As I hurry down the street, I think of stingers and welts. I could really use one of those full bodysuits with a mask, because that clump of bees is most definitely on the move. Suddenly, one bee breaks away from the others and zips toward me. It circles a foot or two away. It darts toward me for a second, then goes back to circling again. Then it darts closer. This time, it keeps coming, a slow motion swoop in my direction. All I can do is stop right where I am and helplessly shield my face, hoping the bee will abandon whatever mission it's on. For a moment, I feel nothing. I peek between my face shielding hands and see nothing. But then there's a tingle on the crown of my head. Not a sting, just a tingle. I wave my hand around. Nothing happens. And then there's another bee, aiming straight for me. No, 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 no. I shield my face again, but like its predecessor, this bee isn't going for my face. It's not going past me either. Instead, I feel a second arrival in my wild, curly, ice creamy mop of hair. Another tiny little wait. More bees are coming toward me now. They're close enough that I can see the way their spindly little legs dangle below them as they fly, their papery, translucent wings, the soft sound of an old-timey phone ringing. Ring, ring. I take off down the sidewalk in a panic, tripping over people and shoes and strollers. It's like a terrible, ridiculous Attack of the Bees sci-fi movie is being filmed, except no one else knows about it, and I am, unfortunately, the star. People turn and look at me, but my legs and mind are moving too fast to care or hear them if they're trying to talk to me. I keep running. I don't look back. I run for blocks and blocks, past sneakers hanging from telephone wires, past kids on skateboards, past the lady who sweeps up trash, past the neon bandana bike riding guy, past a food truck. I'm getting closer to the duplex, and then I do look back, just to check. There's no use running anymore. The whole swarm is circling closer, closer, closer. A remote-controlled airplane engine in my ear, hundreds of bees uncomfortably near my bonnet, and then they're landing. All of them. On my head. Thanks for listening.